Isn't it fascinating how the mind begins to open, like a door that's always waiting to be unlocked? And as you notice this, you might already feel it, that shift, subtle, profound. Because communication was never just about words, was it? No, it's about something deeper, a rhythm, a dance, a flow that moves effortlessly, weaving between intention and perception, between playfulness and certainty, between suggestion and realization. Because the moment you truly understand that every interaction is a dance of energy, a pattern of influence, something changes. And you might already be wondering how easily this can happen, how naturally these insights become a part of you. Because influence isn't forced. It's not about pushing. It's about guiding, leading, allowing the other person to step into a space where they discover something they didn't even know they were looking for. And as you begin to experience this now, you might notice how words shape reality. A simple phrase, a carefully placed pause, a question that lingers just long enough, and suddenly a new possibility emerges. Because when you truly connect, when you truly understand how to shape meaning, people don't just hear you, they feel you. And isn't that powerful? To realise that communication is not just about speaking, but about orchestrating an experience, creating emotions, shaping thoughts, and painting pictures in the mind so vivid, so compelling, that the only possible response is engagement. Because deep inside, you already knew this. You've seen it before, felt it before. Those moments when everything just clicked, when the right words came effortlessly, when the conversation flowed in a way that felt almost inevitable. And now as you step even deeper into this understanding, you can begin to notice how naturally this skill becomes yours. The way you carry yourself, the way you pause at just the right moment, the way you use contrast, certainty and curiosity, the power of playfulness, precision and ambiguity, all blending together to create a presence so magnetic, so captivating, that people can't help but be drawn in. Because it's interesting, isn't it? That when you understand how influence really works, you no longer need to chase, no longer need to force. Instead, you create a space where others feel compelled to step in. And as you step into this understanding now, fully, completely, you might begin to realise this has already become a part of you. And the more you use it, the more natural it feels. The more you practice, the more automatic it becomes. Until one day, perhaps sooner than you think, you realise you're no longer trying. You just are. And isn't that a wonderful thing? And isn't it fascinating how easily the mind adapts, absorbs, transforms? Almost as if it was always meant to. As if it already knew before even knowing. And yet, now something is shifting, a realisation, an awareness, emerging from somewhere deeper than thought, deeper than logic, and knowing beyond knowing. Because influence, true influence, it isn't about pushing or pulling, it's about allowing, creating a space where minds open, where ideas unfold, where possibilities expand effortlessly, and people step into new realities as if they'd always been there. And the more you notice this, the more natural it becomes. Because communication, it isn't about words, it's about moments. A glance, a pause, a tilt of the head. A space between sentences where meanings linger, where curiosity blooms, where possibilities stretch beyond what once was imagined. And as you begin to sense this now, you might realise how deeply this understanding is already taking root. Because when you step into this, truly step into this, you find yourself moving differently, noticing patterns you never saw before, feeling the unspoken energy beneath every conversation. Because there's a rhythm to connection, a flow, a dance of dominance and surrender, certainty and playfulness, precision and ambiguity. When you master the balance, you become undeniable. Because people, they don't remember words, they remember feelings. The way you make them feel, the emotions you create, the experiences you craft, the way you shape reality, not through force, but through invitation, through suggestion, through subtle shifts in perception that feel so natural, so obvious, so inevitable, the resistance simply fades away. And isn't that a powerful thing? To realise that persuasion, influence, connection, they aren't things you do. They're things you are. They flow through you, with you, as naturally as breathing, as effortlessly as thought. And as you allow this to integrate now, you begin to recognise the power was always yours. Because when you understand this, really understand this, something clicks. A knowing settles deep inside. A certainty that you are the cause. You are the gravity that pulls attention. The magnet that draws people in. The presence that captivates without effort. And isn't that interesting? How quickly this becomes who you are. Because the best communicators, the most influential people, they don't seek control, they embody it. Not by forcing, but by guiding, by holding space for transformation, by creating a world so compelling, so undeniable, that stepping into it feels like the only natural choice. And the more you use this, the more automatic it becomes, the more effortless, until one day, perhaps sooner than expected, you realise you're not even thinking about it anymore. You just are. And isn't that a wonderful thing?